to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take a moment of silence before the meeting. Thank you. Clerk Golick, roll call.
Alexander. Spitali. Here. Vanez.
Here.
Kowinski.
Here.
Salinas.
Here.
Tyler.
Here.
Emerson.
Here.
Rakels. Here. Warple.
Here, let the record show 8 present, 1 absent. Mayor?
Hi, nice to see you all. This is my address for the meeting of July 28th, 2025. Not a lot to report business-wise because we spent about half of this period in Festival of the Lakes. So start off with the Festival of the Lakes wrap-up. Big thank you to all of our sponsors for helping make the 2025 Festival of the Lakes one of the best we've had in a long time. I want to go through the platinum corporate sponsors and the council sponsors for thank you. First off, the platinum corporate sponsors: BP America, Hammond Port Authority, Hammond Sanitary District, Hammond Horseshoe Casino Hammond, the Times Media Company, and the Hammond Urban Enterprise Association. The council sponsors: 5th District Councilman Dave Warple, 6th District Councilman Scott Rakos, 3rd District Councilman Barry Tyler, 2nd District Councilman Al Salinas, and 4th District Councilman Bill Emerson. In a wrap-up of each day, Wednesday, July 16th, John Fogarty, we had a Wednesday night show, keep in mind. We had over 8,000 in attendance, which is a huge success for a Wednesday show. I compared very favorably to other Wednesdays we've had, one of the best we've had in a long time. We try to compare apples to apples when we do fest shows because you can't compare a Wednesday to a Friday. So Thursday, we had Country Night, July 17th, Brantley Gilbert. We had over 8,000 in attendance that day as well. I think that was a huge success. It was one of our better country nights in a long time. ACON, Friday, July 18th. Wonderful evening, great weather, more than 16,000 people in attendance. ACON was not only a wonderful performer, but always also a great person. Like, walked around the VIP, talking to people, talking to sponsors, talking to regular fans, taking pictures with them. You don't pay for this stuff. They do it if they're nice. And ACON was that guy. Super cool. Saturday, July 19th, Third Eye Blind, over 10,000 in attendance that day. And last but not least, Latin Night never disappoints. It was our biggest night. Sunday, July 20th, with La Arrolladora, nearly 20,000 in attendance. A fantastic way to close out the festival. It was huge. Again, Latin Night never disappoints. We knew it was going to be a big night based on VIP experience sales. So, other items to report: Swingers Lounge. I visited Swingers Lounge. It's the new lounge in the Hammond Sportsplex. It's not a new lounge. It's the same lounge. It's reprogrammed as a golf lounge. Swingers.
Ew.
It's 2 golf simulators in there. They're in the process of changing it over to a golf bar. It's really cool though. These are state-of-the-art simulators. We're going to be doing, I imagine, probably within the next few weeks, we'll be doing a ribbon cutting. You'll all be invited. So, Hammond Economic Development meeting. Attended a meeting with the Hammond Economic Development team to address businesses that failed to submit required paperwork for their Easy To deduction offered by the HUEA. I'm not sure if this is going to come to you. I'm just telling you, I'm taking a pretty hard stance on this issue, okay? We give incentives to these businesses through the Urban Enterprise Association. The business has to complete paperwork every year to get the incentive. If they've failed to do the paperwork for a year, for 2 years, sometimes even longer, and then they come to us and they say, hey, I didn't get my benefit, it's because of them. It's because of their failure. It's not because of ours, and it's too hard to unwind. Once the money's been paid out to us, to the county, to the libraries, to the schools, it's hard to unwind that. So I've taken a pretty tough stance on this. I don't know if you're going to hear about it. I'm just putting it on your radar, okay? So if you have businesses in the Urban Enterprise Association and they're mad at the mayor, I just want you to know, everybody, it's like filing your taxes. We all have to file our taxes every year by April 15th. We all know that. If you don't file your taxes, bad things happen. This is their tax form, and they didn't file it, sometimes for a couple of years. So I've taken a pretty aggressive stance on that. If you have a problem with it, I'm willing to talk, okay? Pulaski Park Senior Center attended a commemorative plaque unveiling for Mylan Krasinski's mother, and at the Pulaski Park Senior Center. I want to thank Councilman Mark for being out there. It was a nice event for Ann Krasinski, who lobbied hard to make that senior center a reality. So it was nice to do that for her. Code enforcement, you guys know we've been working a lot on code enforcement over the last couple months. I think we're done, finally. Conducted interviews. We had over six interviews for 2 spots. I took one person from the Hammond Sanitary District, David Kincaid, for one of those open spot, and I took another gentleman, Louis Terry. Some people know him as Ren Terry. He's a new hire into the Hammond, into the city of Hammond. He's coming in. I don't know who's going to be in what district, but Ren and David, congratulations on your new jobs in Hammond Code Enforcement. They're both great people. I think you're going to love working with them. They're like customer service oriented. David literally had a background in hotels, taking care of people. Ren is a people person. I think these are great qualities to have for code enforcement officers because they're dealing with conflict and they're dealing with people that are upset, and you got to be a people-oriented person. So we decided to bring a new person into the city. That's Ren. Dave Kincaid, I think once you guys get to know him, you're going to be very impressed. Attended Mayor Pete Land's golf outing. That's diplomacy, I guess. I don't know why I put it in here, but I put it in here because I think it's good when we have relationships with other cities. So went out there, did the thing for the mayor of Crown Point. We have a great relationship with Crown Point, and I think that's good for all of us. So that's all I really have for the last 2 weeks. Again, I want to say thank you to all the council members for all your support during the Festival of Lakes. We were dodging rain the whole time, but we had good crowds each night, and it was safe and fun. So thank you very much. And if you have any questions, I'm available to answer them, Mr. President.
Anybody have any questions for the mayor? I have one, Mayor.
Sure.
First of all, I've known David since he was a little kid. I think
Nice.
he played baseball for Dave Hammond one time, but I could be wrong.
Okay. No, he's great, young
Yeah,
man.
he's a good kid. Lately, I've been getting a couple of questions about the parking of semis overnight in vacant parking lots.
Yeah.
And what is the process with that? Like,
Call Hammond PD. I mean, I imagine it's probably, are you talking like by the Sportsplex for you?
yes.
Yeah, I know.
And
That's our property too. No, actually, depends on where they're parking, but yeah, that's a problem over there.
I mean, is it just a matter of calling the police every
Why
time?
don't we do me a favor, Councilman? Why don't you call my office in the morning? We'll set something up with PD.
Okay.
Okay, that's a problem over there. And unfortunately, I don't mind being a nice guy and letting a semi here or there park, but before long, you have a truck stop. And then truck stop brings a host of problems along with it, and that area is not zoned right. So that is a problem.
I wasn't trying to call anybody out. It's just I've gotten
No.
several calls within the
I drive
last
around the city.
2 or 3 weeks, you know.
Yes, sir. I agree.
And anybody else got anything for the mayor?
Mr. President.
Councilman Tyler.
Yeah, Mayor,
Yes, sir.
good evening. It's not a question. Just wanted to say thank you to the Parks Department. There was I feel like the greatest Parks Department that I've been in contact with, but there was a resident who was dealing with a wasp issue in one of their
no.
parkway trees. And Devin just went out there and took care of it. It was a handicapped resident, so needed
That's
some
nice.
support, but he just went out there and took care of it. So just wanted to thank the administration and the Parks Department for taking care of it.
Devin, I appreciate you bringing that up, Councilman Barry. Devin's crazy. He's not afraid of any animal in this city. Like if it's a cobra, it could be a boa constrictor, call Devin. That guy's crazy, and in a good way. That's one of the reasons we hired him. The guy is not afraid of any animal in the city, so he's usually a guy we go to in tough spots like that. So, Pettsville guy also, so thanks, Councilman. Yeah, so thank you all very much. Have a nice meeting. Good to see you.
Councilman Tyler, when that don't work, take a baseball bat and swing at it.
I'll call you to do it.
I do that. I used to do that a lot, but not real beehives. Anybody? Oh, he left. Okay. Item number 4, approval of minutes.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from the July 14th meeting and place them on file. Second.
Motion's been made by Councilman Salinas, seconded by Councilman Emerson. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 5, approval of claims.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Vanez.
yes, I move for approval of claims beginning with claims dated July 15th, 2025, and ending with claims dated July 23rd, 2025, claim number 5834 through claim number 6789 inclusive, in the amount of $3,716,882.
Second.
Motion's been made by Councilwoman Vanez, seconded by Councilman Rakos. Is there any discussion?
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Vanez.
yes, I do have an additional claim, claim number 6790 in the amount of $550 for the Hammond Police Department Health and Wellness Program. I so move.
Second.
Motion's been made by Councilwoman Vines, seconded by Councilman Rakos. Is there any discussion on the amendment? Is there any discussion on the amendment? Is there any discussion on the amendment? Hearing none. Clerk Golick, roll call on the amendment.
Alexander. Spitali.
Yes.
Vines.
Yes.
Kalwinski.
Yes.
Salinas.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Emerson.
Yes.
Rakos.
Yes.
Warple.
Yes, let the record show the motion carries 8 in favor with 1 absent. Moving on to the claims as amended. Is there any discussion on the claims that are amended? Any discussion? Any discussion? Hearing none. Clerk Golick, roll call on the claims as amended.
Alexander. Spitali.
Yes.
Vines.
Yes.
Kalwinski.
Yes.
Salinas.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Emerson.
Yes.
Rakos.
Yes.
Warple.
Yes, let the record show 8 in favor, 0 opposed with 1 absent. Item number 6, public hearings. There are none. Item number 7, communications. Does anyone have any communications?
Mr. President,
Councilman Tyler.
sorry, let me pull up email I want to share. So I think I announced this a few meetings ago, but there is a group called the Delta Institute that is working with the Hammond Parks Department to do an analysis of forestry in the 3rd District. They're looking at places where the district might be hotter than other places because of lack of tree coverage. And they're looking to host a community working group meeting Wednesday, August 6th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Hammond Public Library. If you are interested in attending and being part of that conversation, please reach out to me and we can get you on the invitation. This is a small working group. They're looking to host additional meetings in the future with the larger public, but really want people who are interested in forestry, interested in the environment to help with the analysis, to be a part of the working group so that we can figure out a plan to get more trees across the district and make sure that we are being as environmentally friendly and safe as possible. So once again, that meeting is on Wednesday, August 6th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Hammond Public Library. And if you are interested in attending, please reach out to me and we can talk about more details. Thank you.
Councilman Tyler, is that group that spoke in front of us? No.
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else have anything under communications? Anybody else have anything under communications? Hearing no communications, that item is closed. Item number 8, committee reports.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Vines.
council as a whole will be bringing out 2515.
Continue.
Okay, and I'll move on to announcing the upcoming Crime Watch meetings. On August 13th, Community Watch at Mount Zion Pleasant View Plaza will take place at 1 p.m. That is a Wednesday. Whiting Robertsdale will meet at Calumet College on Thursday, August 14th at 6:30 p.m. I would also like to announce that National Night Out will be celebrated Tuesday, August 5th from 5 to 8 p.m. Up at the PAV. It's an opportunity for our residents to come out and meet our police and fire and view some of their equipment, take part in a lot of the activities that are planned for the children, and it's just a great family night out. So that, again, is Tuesday, August 5th, National Night Out.
Mr. President,
Councilman Salinas.
I have a capital improvement board update from our meeting on July 21st. During that meeting, we had 5 funding allocations, and I'd like to go through them now. The first funding allocation was number 259. It was a roadway improvement on Willow at State Street. that was awarded to Hawk Enterprises in the amount of $7,100. This dealt with the straightening of Willow Court. There's a jaggedness to that intersection there at State and Willow, and I know personally I've seen several cars in accidents, one in which was flipped over. So I'm glad to see that we're taking some action on that. Funding allocation number 260, establishment of the Railroad Quiet Zone in downtown Hammond. That was awarded to First Group Engineering in the amount of $70,000. And those downtown Quiet Zone railroad crossings included Willow Court, State, Sibley, Soul, and Oakley crossings. The third funding allocation, number 261, Summer Street reconstruction change orders 5, 6, and 7. That was with Reith and Riley Construction Company in the amount of $14,171.16. That was the city's 20% match amount. And those change orders had to deal with a 36-inch water main that there was some difficulty actually getting the water shut off. The fourth funding allocation, number 262, it was another establishment of a railroad quiet zone in the Hessville area of Hammond. That was awarded to First Group Engineering in the amount of $51,750. And those quiet zones included Kennedy, 169th, 173rd, and Grand Avenue. The final funding allocation, number 263, was a bollard replacement on Martha and Kennedy. This was due to a vehicle accident that took place, and that was in the amount of $5,020.40 awarded to Hawk Enterprises. Thank you.
Thank you. Under capital improvements report, 173rd was peeled today, right, from Kennedy to Orchard, Councilman Rakos? And they closed it in its entirety. It is now open again, and it's my understanding it'll be repaved on Wednesday, and it'll be fully closed during the day, but reopened at night. And if I'm not mistaken, they're supposed to do 169th from Northcott to Indianapolis Boulevard tomorrow and close it for the day, and then reopen it in the evening, and then pave it on Thursday. Anybody else got anything on their committee reports?
Mr. President,
Councilman Tyler.
I just have a question for anybody on the Capital Improvements Board. Can you just share a little bit more about what the cost for creating the quiet zones, what the cost is covering?
As far as what we just approved,
Yeah.
that was more of this, that was the application process to get the zones approved. This wasn't the actual cost for them to be implemented.
Okay. Are there costs for it to be implemented?
Very expensive. is what it's told.
It is. Okay.
Perhaps we can get some more information from Dean
Okay.
for that route, but this was just for the application process.
Mr. Miller.
The railroad companies, once you obtain permission from them, they do pass on all the costs to implement the quiet zones to the municipality. So they want to make sure that you have the type of gates, and typically they build the median out so you can't drive around the gates, when they're down. But the city would have to either find a funding source or find, ourselves to fund that project. So I believe it's more to see the feasibility of what's going to happen is what was approved now. We don't have a long-term funding source identified for gates. Obviously, I'd like to offer that amenity across the city, so.
Got it. All right. Thank you.
Councilman Kowinski.
I believe Whiting did the quiet zone by the park, and I believe it was $500,000 to $750,000 per intersection. And that was a few years back.
Anybody else have anything on the committee reports? Anybody else have anything on the committee reports? Hearing none. Item number 9, ordinance third reading and final passage.
Ordinance 2515, sponsored by Councilwoman Venez. An ordinance creating new fund number 2492, for Justice Assistance Grant, JAG, program funds awarded to the City of Hammond Police Department.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Vines.
I move for final passage of 2515.
Second.
Motion's been made by Councilwoman Vines, seconded by Councilman Spitali.
Mr. President.
Councilwoman Vines.
Yes, this simply establishes a new fund for the receipt and the distribution of the funds from the grant that the police department received in the amount of $36,267.66.
To clarify, though, it has nothing to do with money tonight. It creates the line item, correct?
The line item, plain and simple.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Any other discussion? Clerk Golick, roll call.
Alexander. Spitali. Vines.
Yes.
Kowinski.
Yes.
Salinas.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Emerson.
Yes.
Rakos.
Yes.
Warple.
Yes, let the record show 8 in favor, 0 opposed, with 1 absence. The ordinance carries.
President Warple, that concludes the ordinances for final passage.
Thank you, Clerk Golick. Item number 10, introduction of ordinances. There are none. Item number 11, resolutions. There are none. Item number 12, new and unfinished business.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Vines.
I should have mentioned this under communication, but I just wanted to make clear that fireworks are now illegal after the 4th of July. I hear them often in my neighborhood. I'm sure other people do in their neighborhoods as well. Feel free to call the police department and report those who are shooting off fireworks now illegally. The thing is, when you make that call, you must have a specific address of where the fireworks are being shot off, because the police cannot chase smoke. So please, have the proper address and report it to 911. Thank you.
Anybody else have anything on the new and unfinished business? Anybody else have anything on the new and unfinished business? Hearing none, new and unfinished business is closed. Last item on the agenda, public expression. George Stoya. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye.